Yo dudes, what is up? My name is Samuel John Tarcisius Schneider, and this is my brief but spectacular take on artificial intelligence. So machine learning, artificial intelligence, you probably heard a little bit about it. It's where you take this computer program, you teach it how to learn over generations. It can edit itself, it can go back and rewrite portions of its own code or even the entirety of its own code, depending on how much leeway and freedom or how sophisticated you make the system, to achieve a goal that you give it. And it's almost always a goal that humans give it. It doesn't rise up and decide to take over the world like in Terminator. This is not a Terminator movie, unfortunately. That'd be really cool, but all of humanity would die. Applications for artificial intelligence. You can take it and you can apply it. My favorite thing to airplanes. Airplanes are so cool, so wonderful, so beautiful, graceful, all this. And pilots are really cool people, but the unfortunate thing is pilots make mistakes. People die sometimes because pilots make mistakes. Pilots can't be perfect. We're humans. We mess up. So how do you correct that? Well, you give this artificially intelligent system a task. You tell it, fly, don't die. Well, how's it going to achieve that? It'll teach itself. And you can do this in computer simulation. So you teach this plane, and that doesn't even exist really. This is what air does. This is what you can do to steer through this. How are you going to not crash? And it'll figure that out. It's so wonderful. So like you say, you take an airplane, you rip one wing off of it. There's no human pilot that could ever successfully control that. But with an artificially intelligent system, it might actually be able to do that because it will be able to analyze variables and run math so much faster. It's beautiful. But there are drawbacks. We're not perfect humans, so we can't fly the plane perfectly. And sometimes we can't make an AI that's perfect enough to fly the plane right every time. Recently, 737 Maxes from Boeing, several of them crashed because of a human error in the programming of it. The plane is one of the most sophisticated planes in the history of mankind, but they started crashing at higher rates than other aircraft because we tried to do something with a computer program that we weren't ready to do yet. So there are drawbacks, you gotta be careful, but in the long run, AI is going to help a lot of things, and I am loving what it's gonna help with airplanes. I've been Samuel John Tarcisius Schneider this whole time, and this has been my brief but spectacular take on artificial intelligence and aircraft.